Yeah, hi, I'm your goddess Nesca. Here with Trucker Mom, we're reacting to...
The male loser epidemic.
Okay, so what is a male loser? Why is this an epidemic?
We're about to find out.
And sorry I've been gone for quite a bit. Hopefully nothing too crazy happened. I feel like every time I take a break, like, a war breaks out or something, but...
Well, those riots in Chicago...
LA.
Sorry, wrong place.
Elmo crashed out.
You got all the death floods, fires. Yeah, no, it was pretty warful.
Where we found out there was bolts of government cheese.
Oh yeah, the cheese mines.
Thankfully that did not happen. But at least we found out the real Epstein files were the friends we made along the way. Welcome.
Oh yeah, what do you think of that stuff?
I'm disappointed in Trump for not releasing that and then doubling down. That I'm disappointed in.
Yeah. He's doing great as president, but I can give him the benefit of the doubt. There's a lot of shit going on, but what is so hard about saying who's on the list?
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like he's probably protecting people. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I don't like to get into too much drama. He's messing up there, but he's doing a lot of good. He's still better than Biden. I'll just say that much.
Welcome back to the ShoeOnHead channel. If it is your first time here, run. I am ShoeOnHead, and on this channel I like to cover cultural issues, mostly surrounding men's issues. It's what I've been doing for over a decade, and frankly, I'm exhausted. Many of you have been along for the ride, and you have seen me go from a chipper, lively 24-year-old making fun of BuzzFeed and Tumblr feminists, to a bitter, calloused 34-year-old.
Hey! We are in that same sweet spot of age.
We're bitter and angry.
Talking about very real and growing men's issues. One of the main men's issues I have been covering in great detail lately has been the male loneliness epidemic.
Right.
Yeah, but turns out I was wrong. We don't have a male loneliness epidemic. We have a male loser epidemic. It's...
You know, I mean, here's a better thought. Instead of calling it male loneliness, how about human loneliness? Because I'm pretty sure there's an equal amount of lonely women out there, too.
They're just coping with it for now. I give it another 10 years, you're going to see the crash. You think people crash out now?
I think most people are super lonely. Almost everyone has a loneliness problem. Because nowadays it's so hard to find someone to be with. Hell, I'm just going to bring this up. I get lonely a lot because of your job.
I mean, that can't be helped.
I know, you need your job. I respect that. I'm just saying.
That's why I try to get you to do this. Maybe you have something to do.
That's why I want my Seffy Beffy.
It's not a male loneliness epidemic. No, it's a male mediocrity epidemic. It's a male loser epidemic.
The male loser epidemic has gotten so bad that it's honestly so pathetic at this point.
Ugh.
Now, I don't always talk about men's issues. No, sometimes I talk about politics.
Yeah.
I hate being 30 years old. I want to go back about 25 years.
Yeah. I want to go back to being like 21.
21, 22 for me.
I don't want to be like okay, maybe the sweet part of 18 I could do. Just the part where you're already graduated from school. I just want to be that as young as I can be without having to go back to school. That was hell. I don't need a drink. I'm fine with that.
Who I am. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
You gotta skip the ad her yell at.
Oh, yeah. Add.
Ground
Link
news.
in the video description down there to subscribe
Do
to
what you
Ground
want if you
News
want.
today. I feel like what they're doing
Yeah.
is really important, especially right now, and it helps us approach the news
You
in a
didn't
more
skip the ad
fair
very
and
well.
balanced way. So thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
Now, I'm a reactor, not a viewer, and I did skip the ad.
We did show the link, so.
Zaba, zaba, zaba. Just coming for us now.
Now, let's get back to the video. With all these issues men are facing, they seem to be moving to the right and the Republicans more, since the left and Democrats have essentially just become the young men eat Die movement. Months ago, I
Really?
covered how the Democratic Party was losing young men, and I predicted Kamala Harris would lose in part because of young men overwhelmingly voting for Trump. And I was correct. Well, now the Democrats have unveiled their final solution.
They unveiled a final solution for men.
The ultimate trans. Is this the cell final form?
The only
one that are a loser are the people that say stupid things like this. Yes. Very true.
Solution to the right-wing male loser epidemic. Democrats spending millions to learn how to speak to American men and win back the working class. Democrats have blown millions of dollars on efforts to appeal to American men who turned to President Donald Trump in droves on Election Day in hopes of winning back the working class. Democrats.
I wonder why the working class who wants to work here in America, and there is a epidemic of illegal immigrants taking jobs and stuff, don't want to vote for the Democrats who support said illegal immigrants. I wonder why. No, it's just because, red man speaks their language. No. It's the common sense.
Have spent $20 million on their efforts, with donors and strategists
Call him
pulling
Red
up in luxury hotel rooms, brainstorming how to convince working-class men.
So they spent $20 million to have a conference in a luxury hotel. They spent basically... How do we connect to people?
Yes! How do we connect to the working public? We spend more money on stupid bullshit instead of letting them have their hard-earned money that they've been working for.
To be fair, these are Democrats spending their own money, but
it's not their money.
Why would you waste money in teaching that?
Teaching stuff about that.
To return to the party. Ah yes, nothing more relatable to working class men than luxury hotel rooms. Great job, guys. The plan? Codename SAM, or Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan, promises to use the funds to study the syntax, language, and content that gains attention and virality in these spaces. The effort also recommends Democrats buy advertisement in video games, among other things.
Yeah. Just go after put your ads in our video games. Yeah, that'll make us happy. Have your stupid ads. Hey, do this, do that. Get your shit out of my video games. Video games are already getting bad as it is.
The Democratic Party is treating young men like exotic animals they're studying. Now, as you can see here, is the young man in his natural habitat. In a dark, messy cave surrounded by Taco Bell wrappers and empty mountains.
Why does he have like Miracle Grow
That is a good question. Why does he have a bag of Miracle Grow?
He actually tried water for the first time in his life.
That's water?
That's Fiji water.
Oh, glass bottle.
I like his room though. I wish we had a room like this. It was like kind of like a loft.
Well, we kind of when we had that first apartment.
Oh yeah.
Dew bottles. Here is another young man, as you can see, also dwelling in a dark cave. This one has dyed his hair blue to scare off potential predators.
The scare off potential.
I can't understand why school is so bad.
Oh god, don't get me started on school. Now I can understand why schools is so bad if they have to take those kids' kinds of classes. Ugh.
Unfortunately, it also scares off potential mates, but moving on, here is another young man. We think, we're not quite sure about this one.
I actually watched Nux halfway watched
How dare you!
With Nux.
You pre-watched!
A little bit.
Poking your nipple.
When I saw this, I started laughing my ass off at Nux.
Nux reaction. You gotta show me that later. I can't believe you pre-watched, you bitch.
We're still studying
You pre-half-watched.
Listen, Democrats, instead of spending $20 million to do that stupid, maybe you should, I don't know, actually listen to men. I listen to men for free all the time. All I have to do is read my comment section. Let's see here.
God, it's not even just listening to men. Just listen to the public. No one wants you to be... No. The problem is they're not going to listen because they're corrupt and evil.
Well, they don't want to listen because they don't want to be told they are wrong.
they don't listen that they're wrong. Every time you tell them they're wrong, they sit there and divert. I was like, no, it's actually Orange
ShoeOnHead
Man.
is a perfect example of why we need to repeal the 19th. Greetings from Albania. I hate women so much it's unreal. Ooh, shoo, mommy, milkies, mommy. One time I got my penis stuck in a soda bottle. Okay, on second thought, maybe...
Is that Pokemon? No, that's ShoeOnHead.
You got his penis stuck in a bottle. Hey! Didn't you?
No.
Did you?
We're moving
my
on.
comment section is not the best source.
Since Trump scored big with
Oh,
young
God,
male
this
voters
bitch.
last election, Democrats are spending...
Wait, did she say something about Trump's Squid Games?
I'm gonna back it up now.
The fuck did she say?
Is not the best source.
Since Trump scored big with young male voters last election, Democrats are spending $20 million to learn how to speak their language. I think it's a waste of money. Maybe these guys...
Oh, wow. Holy crap, that was the smartest thing that came out of her mouth.
Wow, that's the most truthful thing she's ever said in her life.
Ooh. Well, reading the comments can have some crazy people show up. Yeah, I love all the crazy people. I love all the random bots and the random goons from my tits.
Spend their money on teaching men to not be such sexists. Maybe that's
But the stats
To teach it was good for 1 second, and then she automatically fucked it up.
Oh my god, my brain cells. This is my elbows crashing out, okay?
Oh, when did I get all that pain on my leg?
don't bear that out now. Look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement in order...
Okay, so that's the loser epidemic that she was talking about, I'm guessing.
Both sides of the same shit coin, oh wow.
I mean, on the bright side, the right has a little more logic behind it.
Except for this bitch.
DoorDash.
Oh no. The very night I was sitting on my couch writing the script to my video about how the Democrats are spending $20 million to relate to young men, this came on my TV on Fox News. A Tommy Lahren and Laura Ingraham segment about stay-at-home sons, men who still live at home. Literally minutes after this aired, it went absolutely viral on Twitter for not good reasons. So we are going to unpack this piece by piece. Because even though everyone was mocking it and making fun of it, as far as I saw, nobody was really dissecting it and breaking down exactly why she was so egregiously wrong. So...
Okay. I'm confused on this one. There is a good deal, wouldn't you say there is a good deal of guys who live in basements and stay
live with their parents, but...
Yeah.
Well, I saw that in my family, but there also are, like, other factors, like, maybe someone can't find a job, or someone... Or, I mean, look how much fucking rent is now, I mean...
Yeah, true. I don't... Dude, I was a person living with my parents up until my, fucking, like, 23, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't live on my own. I mean, I don't blame a guy who does still live with their parents. It's hard out there. I mean, also, there's a lot to it, really.
Like, I had lived with my mom the first year I got out of college, but... I think there's a difference between, like, are you just living off your parents, you don't want to do anything, or are you trying to do everything you can to get out? Because that year I lived with my mom after I got out of college, I did everything I could to find a job. And eventually I got the job at my trucking company, saved up money, got our first apartment for like $300-400 a month.
Right.
And that was a rent control apartment.
Yeah. You and I lived at your mom's together, too.
Yeah.
Just hearing those women speak makes me want to boink my head against the pillow. Like, okay, Okay, depending on which ones you're talking about.
The View.
Yeah, the View one makes me want to boink my head. I'm trying to use both logics here. Okay, so what the View was talking about had no logics behind it at all. Yeah?
Yeah.
Versus on the Laura Ingraham thing, there was some logic to that, though.
There was some logic, but it was also very narrow-minded, if I would say.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. These women from The View and Fox News didn't have sex. I'm not sure about the Fox News ones. I just think they're a little more, what would I say, prudish, and are not looking at all the pictures. Because yes, it is true that there are guys who probably are like that. That's the soy boys, the what is it called? Help me out. Like Chris Chan.
Chris Chan's
a good example. That stuff.
For every one Chris Chan, there's probably 3 guys that want to move out, that want to find a good job. That probably they're trying, or they're maybe someone's like, hey, you know, maybe they're paying their parents rent to stay in their house. Like, I've heard that happen too, till they save money, because when you're renting something, you're just burning cash at that point.
Yeah. And then you got 2 different sides of coins here. You got the men who are like Chris Chan, who go after women in a sleazy, scummy way and are way too high maintenance on what they want, versus the nice guys that are actually nice, that are actively trying to find a woman, but not trying to be creepy about it. But it's a really hard line, and then women just reject them regardless.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are superficial too. So it's both sides. You got the women that are superficial, and you got guys that are superficial.
And then they buy a cup with Kirsch's ass on it.
Come join me in debunking the male loser epidemic. Because who else better equipped to talk about men's issues than 2 stupid blonde bimbos? Hold on one second. 3 stupid blonde bimbos. Sorry. I felt left out. Alright, let's go. Wait. I need my gamer fuel. See? I do drink it. That one's for you, Tectone.
It's a major problem. And you know, Speaker Johnson has been talking about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay.
To be fair, if you're going to say Gen Z, it's not just men, it's women too. I can kind of agree with this right now.
Also, to add on this, you know, the new thing I've been seeing on Facebook that's been popping up is these great unhinged Tinder profiles of like, I'm looking for a real man that doesn't want to play around and play games. I'm currently 6 months pregnant with my 3rd baby.
Some people with a disability can never move out or get a job and have to live with their parents. Yeah. That's another thing. Like, hell, my cousin is like that. She's currently living with us because her parents are currently homeless and having a hard time finding a new apartment. So we've been taking care of my cousin, who's 1 year older than me, and she has a mental disability.
Home son.
Yeah,
but Laura, I gotta tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. You know, that's a big problem. They blame it on.
Well,
did you say not getting married by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that ultimately, I think that's just kind of a cultural thing that's going on. Like, everyone's minds are.
Oh, sorry, I must have touched. My bad.
You touched a foot kicker. You threw me off of my groove, man.
Sorry, go ahead.
Deal. But yes, it's not just Gen Z. Millennials are in this section too. I can kind of understand what they're talking about. What generation you think they are? X?
I think she's our age from what I heard. She's probably maybe a few years younger than my parent. But you can also think about, like, oh yeah, I have kids, great. I can't afford a house because they're like stupid expensive. Every job I get's not going to pay.
Yeah, and then.
But then again, I also on the other side, it's like we can't find guys to work where I work.
Huh.
Like we're training guys off the dock to be drivers. That's how I got where I'm at.
Right.
But
there is.
And when I go deliver, I see all these warehouses. We're hiring starting at $20 an hour, but at the same time, I was like,
no one wants to get the. This is where the issues are. The issues do lie in. They have good points, but it's not the whole.
The delivery sucks.
Yeah, it's not the whole issue. That's not. It's definitely, if you're gonna sit there, rise of the stay-at-home sons should not be sons. It should be more general, because there are plenty, I'm sure, stay-at-home women too.
What's the point of having kids? Like if you're living in an apartment.
Trucker Man and I, we're married, but we're not gonna plan on having kids.
Young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism.
The pickings are slim for guys too. I have to say that.
I'll show you some of those Tinder profiles. I'm looking for. I have 4 kids. I'm pregnant with my 5th one with my 5th baby daddy. Just left. I need a real man who's willing to take care of me, and they look like a fucking potato.
Yep. The issues on both
in
sides.
America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families.
Are there?
There are people out there like.
There's also a lot of young men out there who are not like that too. Finding love is hard for both genders. Exactly.
But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And that's why we have declining birth rates and a lot of other problems in society. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air.
The issue with their argument is this is way too one-sided. They're sitting here blaming it just on men, which is stupid. Tommy is so annoying.
Yeah.
Who's Tommy?
Her?
Oh.
Meet people in real life. Let's just get back to basics.
So first of all, this stay-at-home son thing is not a real thing.
Dude, fuck basics. Trucker Man and I don't live in basics. I'm anisexual! Anisexual!
It was a random throwaway, self-deprecating joke some contestant on Jeopardy said. One f***ing guy. Because I guess there's nothing else important going on that they could cover on the news. They literally made this into a fake phenomena so they can on young men. Meanwhile, Democrats are spending millions of dollars trying to win back young men. Oh no, the young men are leaving us in droves. How do we get them back? Don't worry, I got this. Hey, you fat, lazy, Cheeto dust-covered slobs.
Oh. Playing the both sides. I get it now. Personally, you can't choose one or the other side when it comes to politics, huh?
Nice. Thanks. I love you. I love you too.
Yay, lesbian kiss. Yes, scissor
The amount of young men living home with their parents increasing. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. She just showed another issue with the men thing. Was a love show. Okay. There you go. There's another issue. You got everyone turning trans, all the gays and stuff.
Is that real though? I mean, it's more. I don't know.
That's why there's no more children. I mean, I guess they could have died. You get the ones that can like get the sperm and junk. Have the adoption.
Raise it. Well, also I would argue a lot of people have grown up, in broken home and split up homes where they either.
Yeah. I mean, our generation and the next generation, probably the next generation, all of our minds are fucked up. All of humanity is fucked. We need the AI overlords. Come kill us now. Take us, master. I surrender.
I think the people are going to populate us as the crazy Christians that live out in the woods and have like 10 kids.
The Amish.
Or the Muslims that also have 10 to 15 kids at a time.
Amish.
Is it because they're lazy bums and just want to order DoorDash all day? No. And also, they're not paying for DoorDash, Tommy.
There are some,
They're financing it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What? What is financing DoorDash?
4 equal payments to pay for your DoorDash.
Ugh.
Some
You
people...
get your lazy ass up and go, unless you don't have a car, then I can understand. People that will live with their parents is a way for parents to make sure they do not end up homeless on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, look how many people we were just talking about in LA. How many of those people probably don't have a family?
Yep. Just because, like, I'm going to sound a little racist here, but for example, I lived in Texas all my life. I knew, I was like, my dad was a maintenance man. He hung out with a lot of Mexicans and stuff, and they always stay in really tight-knit families. That's just also a cultural thing, too.
Also, if you look in, like, Europe, especially Eastern Europe, a lot of it's just common people stay with their families in one home till either they find someone and marry out, and then they start another home or something.
Oh yeah, wasn't that also a common thing for women back in the olden days, where they would just stay and live with their families?
You know when this all changed? When the boomers were coming out, being blame the boomers for everything. Tommy's the only one in the red. Okay.
Come on. Get with the times.
There are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And that's why we have declining birth rates. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air.
Have either of you tried applying?
Oh yeah, they'll probably sit there and say, you guys shouldn't be playing video games either.
Applying for a job as a young man recently? Or tried buying a house on the salary of one of these young men? Have you experienced the dating?
You know what? You know how this all lucked out for Trucker Man? Okay, this is how it all lucked out for Trucker Man. Just got out of college. He and I were living with his mom. So he already met me before he had a job, and I was pretty much going through a homeless phase myself, actually. Okay, his mom had her own place. She is a traveling nurse.
She wasn't at the time.
Oh, she wasn't at the time. She was just a regular nurse.
Yeah.
Okay. So lucky that we were able to stay with her for a while. Out of the blue, you got in touch with your estranged dad, who was already in the trucker industry, and got you a job.
To be fair, he just told me about the job. He didn't actually help me get the job.
But you used him as, you had a reference.
Yeah.
So you had like a viable reference.
And the company was a different company back then, too.
And you started out as a dock worker.
Yeah.
You didn't go straight to trucking. You worked your way up.
Yeah, I mean...
That's how you're able to get where you are now, because you had that small little footing, but it was all your hard work that helped you get to the point where you are.
That's when I go through St. Louis and I see someone like someone working out, like just someone sitting on the street out there over at St. Louis. I'm like... Like, yeah, I can understand how someone can end that way. If you don't have anybody in your family who works, or you grow up, like a lot of people grow up in second housing, you don't have anybody who's successful in your life to see how what success looks like.
Right.
Maybe that's why I'm also a hard worker, because I see my mom work hard, I see my dad work hard, and I know what getting somewhere looks like.
And you've also seen the lowest of the low with other facets of your family.
Yeah, and I see, my uncle who could be qualified as one of the people they're talking about. I don't want to get into that drama.
Around the world, some families still live together so they can help take care of the grandparents too. Yes. Take care of the whole family. Like I said, when my dad lost his job, when we were living in Texas, we moved in with my mother's father, and also we were in a small dirty house with my grandfather, and also my aunt and my cousins were there too. But we had no choice. It's just something you had to do.
Market, been on the dating sites as a young man? No? Interesting, okay. Just wondering. Listen, I know the average age of a Fox News viewer is like 70 nowadays and you need to pander to them, but Tommy, you are like 2 years younger than me. You know this isn't true. Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like a f***ing boomer? I'm sorry, I have no other word for this, but I hate this like generational pick-me. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm not like those other young people. And you know what? she's not like those other young people. Not all young people can afford a nice nose job and lip filler and get a cushy job on Fox News based entirely on merit, I'm sure. The main problem with this brain-dead, boomer-ass take is not only is it cringe, but it's completely divorced from reality. This slop is specifically designed for people who paid like $5 for a f***ing house. And listen, not all boomers...
I gotta go back and look at that. I gotta look back.
What the...
I gotta go back to that.
Nose job and lip filler and get a cushy job on Fox News based entirely on merit, I'm sure. The main problem with this brain-dead, boomer-ass take is not only is it cringe, but it's completely divorced from reality. This slop is specifically designed for people who paid like $5.
Boomer baby boom's cost of a house, $23,000 versus 1985 versus 20 millennials.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We really lucked out when we got our house when we did.
I still find fun. I still get calls. We'll give you $200.
Yeah. Now we got all these assholes bothering us, wanting to buy our house because we live on a corner.
There's gonna be another market. There's gonna be another market because this is a bubble ready to burst.
Oh.
I still don't understand why
Another Great Depression coming?
Or 08 recession. I understand why Kirsha, when she shows like houses off, she's looking at like $800,000 homes and they look like a cracked in.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of some of the homes that we were looking at before we got this one. We lucked out when we got this one when we did.
Yeah, so needs some work done.
It was like it just got in the market too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money cost.
Oh my god! And it's like my dad's like, oh well, back then the interest rates were like 10%. I'm like, yeah, how much was a fucking car and a house back then, Dad?
Yeah.
For a f***ing house. And listen, not all boomers, okay? My parents are boomers, they are lovely people. A lot of you guys are boomers, but when the baby boomer generation sends its people, it is not sending their best. They are not sending you. They're sending people who have lots of problems. They're bringing the housing crisis. They're bringing wage stagnation. They're falling for AI-generated photos on Facebook. But some, I assume, are good people. But my god, I truly believe they do not understand how good they had it. They could support a family on a single income. A single income from a job that didn't require a college degree. Their leaders didn't prostitute away their economic future for some cheap plastic shit from China. They inherited the greatest economy known to man, and they pretend it's a paradise that they...
Not only another video game crash about happened by
So not only is another video game crash about to happen, but the economy crashed too. Everything's gonna crash. We're all crashing out.
Oh, shit's been...
We're all Elmo. We were all Elmo.
But yeah, this is not a natural rise in housing prices. This is people think their house is worth 3 times, 4 times what it's actually worth.
Mm-hmm. And also also when you say like the US dollar is also heavily diminished.
You can thank Bill Clinton for running the housing college. Okay. Oh yeah, another thing why college is so expensive. Because now we back all the loans. The government backs all the loans for the college. It needs to be like a mortgage when you go to get a college loan, and they need to like not pay for certain classes anymore. Why did I have to take certain classes in college for a criminal justice degree?
Like, what classes did you have?
Photography. Well, I can maybe understand a little bit of ethics, but just waste of time. There's a lot of degrees. You got to take women's studies for a business degree.
Really?
That's one of the requirements. Some colleges, they make you take some of these crap classes for no reason.
Wow, that is scummy.
I just don't understand, like, why don't boomers and spiritual boomers like Tommy Lauren see people struggling and go, wow, I wish I could fix this. They should have it better than I had it. And you wonder why so many millennials and zoomers don't want kids. I want to make the world a better place for my children.
Hey, that's us. To make the world We're the millennials that don't want children.
So the previous generation was considered the lost generation that gave birth to the greatest generation, which was, I guess you could say, my grandparents that fought in World War II. Of course, my grandfather fought in World War II. He wasn't that old. Then they gave birth to the boomer generation.
A better place for my children. Ugh. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you spoiled brat. Children. Not happening.
Yeah.
Well, look at what
our children is our cute little fluffy buffies. Fluffy little Bookly. Grandpa baby. Hi, Grandpa
He's
baby.
probably pissed he had his ears cleaned out earlier.
Oh, he's so cute. Now he's looking at me. He's like,
Here's a short class on how to become a VTuber. Yeah.
Yeah.
what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization.
Question.
At least she acknowledged we have a feminization problem, but then now she's turning it on its head. Feminization of men.
Dating was ass 10 years ago when I was still trying to date. And I was trying to come up. I mean, there was like a lot of people that won't even date you unless you, oh, now the new thing, you gotta be 6 foot tall. Well, I'm 6 foot tall. You have 6 figures. Well, I have a job to make 6 figures, even though I'm a truck driver. I don't know about the 6-pack abs, though, or 6-inch penis. I'm working on that.
Wait, how are you working on the 6-inch penis?
I don't know.
Of men.
Young men are becoming lazy because they're becoming feminized. So they're becoming lazy because they act more like women? What did she mean by this, chat? I know there's like a decrease in testosterone.
I feel like I know what she's talking about, because we had a friend who was like that. Well, we actually knew someone who was like what that lady in red is describing.
Dang, Tom, yeah.
Or something happening, but men are moving right-wing all over the world. Does that correlate with the feminization? Or, I mean, there are suspiciously a lot of far-right femboys, so
Hey!
maybe.
What the hell am I looking at?
A Nazi femboy, which what got Kirsha in trouble.
Huh. I feel sad, because I do really like that hat.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Tam.
So by her logic, the men that act more like a woman are a loser. I know the exact type of person she's referring to, but again, that's one single example of one type of person. That's not a common thing.
Yeah.
There are so many different facets.
By the way, you know how
to
much that
human
shit
life.
costs to do that? You have to have money to do that. Come on, Cap.
What, cosplay?
I don't know, the hat or something. I don't know.
I mean, there is absolutely no evidence that young women want to start families more than young men. None. In fact, all the data says the exact f***ing opposite. According to Pew Research, 64% of women younger than 50 say they just don't want to have children. No reason.
Hey, I was actually the one who told Trucker Man here that I didn't want to have kids. You want to know the reason why women don't want to have kids? You know the logical reason? Is because, one, childbirth is scary. Fuck that shit. And two, taking care of a baby is not something I want to do. And also three, money issues. The 2 and 3 are the same issues with the same reasons Daddy has, but number 1 is the giving birth to the baby.
That's why they give you drugs.
No.
They just don't want them. First, 50% of men who say the same. Another study by Archbridge Institute shows the same. 63% of women without children said they have no desire to have a child, while only 50% of men said the same. For men, the most commonly cited factor was personal finance. But among women, the strongest reason not to have a child was their desire to maintain their personal independence.
Really?
Basically,
That's
they
it?
don't want
And then these women get old when their family starts dying out and they start crashing out because they're alone.
Yeah, then you got that problem. I can agree to that. And in that case, just adopt.
You want someone mentally unstable raising... Look at Rosie O'Donnell and her kid, quote unquote. First childbirth can be painful for women.
I don't want to shoot out a human out of my cooch.
to give up their brunch and mimosas. They've been ass blasted with propaganda their whole lives, telling them their lives will be ruined, their bodies will be ruined,
Yeah,
they'll
that's
never
another
have fun
problem.
again, they'll be...
To be fair, I think their bodies do get ruined by childbirth. My mom told me that I fucked her up. when I gave birth to her. Like, I almost killed her.
Well, it also depends on the person, too.
Like, I think she might have had a
went into labor with me and still finished a paper route at the time and then gave birth to me.
Well, your mom was
miserable
a strong
forever
woman.
if they have children. And as someone who has had a children, best decision I've ever made. 10/10, highly recommend, would do it again.
Yeah,
But
she had
yes,
a
this
child.
idea that men are the ones primarily responsible for the low birth rates is laughable. We're laughing over here. But honestly, it's not really women or men's fault. There are a lot of factors that play into this. But Tommy, I really gotta ask, is it men or is it you?
This is going to be the summer of canceling boys.
Here we go.
All of my friends are attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on.
Okay.
Almost every single one of them have an issue with men. But if all of these women...
I think that's a common denominator. What the fuck? It's popped up. Bot on kick.
Bot!
But
I love bots.
if you're all having the same problem, maybe it's you and not the people you pick to date.
Everyone has, like, weird mental duties, I feel.
women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think, it might not be us. It might be you. It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. They, quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country.
My friends are successful.
Okay.
Men don't give a
Alright, good for you. Go be a lesbian then and stop complaining. Newsflash, I don't care. You've successful. I only care you're working. God, working is the worst, though.
about that. They'd marry a Walmart cashier if she was nice to them.
I think men between the ages of 20 and 30 are not ready, in most cases, for marriage. Are usually not ready to
Train your kid to hate Funko Pops.
Oh yeah, you should see the thumbnail I made for that one.
be husbands
Cute as
and
a
fathers.
Funko Pop,
That's
though.
a cultural issue. So, look,
No, I would actually, back to your point,
Yeah.
I think it's a biological thing.
So let me get this straight. Men are all trash and won't commit and won't leave mommy's basement, and they're destroying the birth rates. But also young men are biologically incapable of commitment and being parents. What? But wait, there's more! She also believes women don't have to bring anything to the table.
And as a woman, I want a strong man.
Go back to
Wow.
Go back to the what I keep showing you about those Tinder dating like profiles of women that like, I have 5 kids, I'm pregnant with my 5th kid, we're 5 different baby daddies, but I want someone to take care of me, I want a strong man.
You know what her issue is? She views herself as really, really beautiful, so she deserves a top tier person in her life.
She is attractive, well, if you take out the 5 pounds of makeup she's probably got on. By the way, I'm not one of those guys like, I'd rather see what women look like without makeup. I feel like that's like false advertising. It's like a push-up bra.
Makeup is a false is not a concept in my existence. I never wear makeup.
Except for when you do cosplay
Oh,
stuff.
well, cosplay is different.
And who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to war for Israel or Ukraine shit, so yeah, fuck no, fuck that.
Go to war, like, okay, if you just want someone to fight for you, ultimately.
While she's banging all the guys back.
Yeah.
But I don't think a man needs to get something out of it to be a manly man, a protector, and a provider. If you think you need to get something out of it.
Dude, this is literally, no, this, you gotta understand, things are changing. Men are not the same as they used to be. This is kind of just a, what would you call it? A fantasization?
She wants a 10 out of 10, but not bring anything for 10 out of 10.
Well, she's
And I, quite frankly, don't consider you a
nothing.
real
And
man.
that's the problem with society. Everybody thinks they're high and mighty.
Mm-hmm. They think that they deserve everything. They can't, like, accept people to be people. Like, for example, I probably would never find someone because of how I am, because I'm so tomboyish. I like a lot of manly stuff. I mean, hell, I was on the brink of just, like, saying, fuck it, I'm gonna be lesbian.
Never before in history have women demanded so much and offered so little. So before we get deeper into this retarded, manufactured, stay-at-home son narrative, let's check the Facebook comments of this Fox News video, because I am really interested to see what, like, the typical Fox News viewer thinks about this. If the women are anything like these two, I can hardly blame the men for staying home and not wanting to date them. Blame, blame, blame. These two women have a combined age of 93, and they have 0 children between both of them. You both have repugnant personality types, so listening to this was like male birth control to me. My goodness! Boomers are ruthless! Bunch of sissies. I served 6 years, 2 years in Southeast Asia after Vietnam was over. When I was 18, rent was $450 and I could afford to get my own place. She's so spot on. Nothing street.
Dude, yeah, do you remember when rent was only $500?
Yeah, our little one-bedroom apartment was $500, and now that apartment's like $900.
Yeah, that's disgusting. No wonder why people live with their parents nowadays. Yeah. Banana. What the fuck is those icons? Oh, thank you.
I'm a loser, run from me, than a guy living at home in his parents' house with his 12-year-old boy's bedroom decor at age of 30. Thank God we raised our sons to be men.
Okay.
Very cleansy.
Grew up, lived on their own, found their soulmate, got married, bought a beautiful home, and started a family. I was out the door at 18, worked on the assembly line at Dodge and in the Air.
Great.
Hey, assembly line worker.
Great. Is that job still there? No, it's not. Air Force, maybe if you could pass the test.
Force at 19, never went back home. I can't relate to this. Yes, we know.
Yeah, my dad went into the army at 17, I think, actually.
Huh.
You people can't relate. We know. But the world has changed. Why can't you people get this through your heads? I will never let my son stay home. I'm trying to push them out of the nest. Okay, I really gotta ask, is this an Anglo thing? Immediately kicking your kid out when they turn 18 years old? My Mediterranean mind cannot comprehend this. And honestly, why the f would a man leave home, leave his mother's cooking, for a woman who probably can't cook? Not me, though.
Oh yeah, that would be an issue if you leave your mommy for a woman who's equally as homeless as you are.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yes. Back in the days when even video games, movies, and food did not cost so much.
Why isn't...
Personally, I can cook amazing homemade meals. I'll have you know I am a great trad wife.
Oh yeah, there you go. The Dino Nuggies. Dino Nuggies in the microwave.
Bone apple teeth.
Hey,
now, unfortunately, Tommy Lauren wasn't the
meal.
only one pushing this stupid, lazy young men go get a job bullshit. Mike Johnson did it referencing 29-year-old men playing video games all day. Steve Scalise did it with 35-year-old men playing video games all day. And just the other night, I saw this on my TV. Again.
A Wall Street Journal headline got our attention. The new dream job for young men, stay-at-home son. It's a phrase that's taken off since 27-year-old Brendan Leo won $59,000 on Jeopardy. And he has a master's degree in political science, but he's unemployed. Grow up, get a job, get a wife, build a family.
Just get a wife, bro. Just get a job, bro.
Oh, get a job? Yeah. Just get a job? Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into Jobland, where jobs grow on jobbies?
The term welfare queen must have fell out of fashion with Republicans, because it seems even they know the approved safe demographic to go after now. Because it's very obvious what demographic they are talking about when they say young men in their basements playing video games. This just get a job lazy attitude is not surprising, but it's especially funny coming from Fox News of all places. Fox News that spends so much time yapping about immigrants taking...
Sorry, Trucker Man broke my the controllers. Yeah.
Alright, anyway, getting back to what we were...
Yeah. Had to go bond someone who was being a poot.
Alright.
Oh, men should not get married due to high divorce rates.
No, you need... I think a previous generation, they just would get married and then it became self-centered when they got older instead of just picking better people.
Right. I think high divorce rates are very much around. You marry someone for the wrong reasons, and then you end up realizing, oh, I fucked up. So yeah.
American jobs. Fox News will talk for years about how Americans are being screwed out of the workforce. But when this issue manifests itself in Gen Z, suddenly it's a moral failure. The fact is, a lot of American jobs held by men are being lost to automation, offshoring, and yes, cheap foreign labor. Companies and billionaires would rather have cheap labor that they can essentially abuse, not pay fair wages to.
Hey, we've gone full circle again.
Yeah.
So it's another reason for the male loser epidemic is the illegal immigrants and probably the AI. All the robots
just good
taking
little
jobs
worker
too.
drones who won't unionize, rather than hire American workers for a living wage. The cheaper the labor they hire, the more money they make. I remember when Bernie Sanders called open borders a Koch brothers conspiracy.
Open borders?
Huh.
That's a Koch brothers proposal, which says essentially there is no United States.
But it would make a lot
of
of global poor richer, wouldn't it?
He sold out so hard.
Yep. Even...
And it'd make everybody in America poor.
What? How old is this guy now?
Oh, he's older than Joe Biden.
Get out of politics. It's time to
You're doing
go.
away with the concept of a nation state.
Where'd that guy go?
Yeah.
A lot of these jobs being taken are jobs traditionally held by men, like construction and factory jobs, manual labor work. But it's not just manual labor jobs, it's also the tech industry and business industry, which are careers also mainly held by men. There are many examples of this, such as Microsoft recently cutting thousands of American workers while requesting 14,000 more H-1B workers this year. Some of those job positions.
Yeah. That shit needs to stop.
Okay, so what was that?
H-1B visas, basically you hire someone based on what their technical know-how is. And they're using these for entry-level tech jobs instead of... But then they turn around and lay off other people.
Huh.
It's all fucked up, yeah.
Oh, so it's like... Okay. So it's like they...
It's illegal...
Hold on. I'm trying to bubble this. They hire new workers at lower costs and fire the ones who are getting at higher costs.
Well, they're also doing this to they're getting foreigner, doing it the legal way. But they're a temporary, as long as they have the job, they keep their visa. So they're not going to bitch about anything because they...
Oh, so that is pretty much slave labor at that point. Because they can't sit there and complain about work conditions.
Yeah.
Men should not get married. Oh, I already read that.
Very, very fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Positions include data scientists, which are 70% men, software developers, which are 80% men, and electronic engineers, which are 90% men, and many more like that. Another example of this was Tesla, where roughly 15,000 American employees were fired in April 2024, and many were replaced with H-1B visa holders. On Twitter,
that was the big fight earlier this year of Elon Musk having with Trump.
Oh, because he was... Oh, so I can get why Trump was like, Rarb.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to... because he's screwing with big man's money.
Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy tried to chalk this up to these immigrants just simply being the best and the brightest. Yeah, okay. You're paying them less for longer hours and more work, and they're willing to deal with it in order to stay in the country. It's coercive, exploitative, and, dare I say, not very America first. When conservatives confronted Elon Musk for this last year, he told somebody, and I quote, "Take a big step back and yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend." So when it comes to...
Wait. Is this literally the South will rise again? Oh, I just had a revelation here. It's literally the South will rise again.
Except it's all over.
It's coming back around, except you're trying to make it look good.
American workers in manual labor with cheap foreign labor, it's deport. But when it comes to replacing his American workers with cheap foreign labor, it's yourself in the face. Interesting. There's also affirmative action and DEI, which are other things Fox News always pisses and shits about. But suddenly, when the conversation is about Gen Z men,
they call ICE to get rid of aliens, trying to make a union for workers on both sides of the sad face.
the demographic of people who are victims of these things, suddenly these things just like don't exist anymore.
much
Then
irony.
it's, oh, young men are all just lazy. They just want to be in their parents' basement ordering DoorDash and playing video games. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs. I am not beating the allegations with this one. The brown people are not taking your jobs, okay? It's not their fault. They're just cheaper. Aim upwards. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs.
Yeah.
It's the women, too. Many of the dying industries are male-dominated, while many of the growing industries are female-dominated. And stigma around these jobs being woman jobs usually stops men from working them. Women are overwhelmingly entering and excelling in college and the workforce, and they're more flexible about job position and pay, while young men usually hold out for higher-paying, higher-position jobs that will make them the breadwinner. Because you see, despite the world progressing and the role of women changing, the role of men has not changed. Every woman is a feminist until the dinner bill comes. But what's crazy is...
That's so true. I want equal chow. Wait, the mortgage is here. You're the breadwinner.
What was that?
So they think people that still live with their parents are aliens. True on that.
They might be the ones paying that dinner bill soon. A study from the UK found women aged 22 to 29 earned about 1,000 more annually than men, completely reversing the traditional gender pay gap for this age group. In the US,
So, pay gap's now a myth. And when you start making money off YouTube, when are you going to start paying the mortgage?
Whenever you can't afford it anymore.
US, a 2022 Pew Research Center analysis showed that women under 30 out-earned men in many metropolitan areas, with median earnings at or above 100% of men's in cities like New York and Washington, D.C. That may not sound like a lot of money now, but it's a growing trend that has never been seen before. It's so bad that it's really starting to affect the dating world. American women have never been this resigned to staying single. They are
Is American's future still clouded, or is it just going to hurt?
It's gonna hurt everyone. We're all doomed.
responding to major demographic shifts, including huge and growing gender gaps in economic and educational attainment, political affiliation, and beliefs about what family should look like. More women than men are attending college, buying houses, and focusing on their friendships and careers over dating and marriage. The challenges of finding a romantic...
Yeah, it's... Oof. It's really hard nowadays for just anything.
But they also say women also take the stupid degrees, and that's why they have to higher debt than, say...
You have a good point there.
We need to, we need to quit pushing college so much and start pushing tech schools. I swear.
Yeah, everyone, that's the way of the future. We all need to learn more about computer, AI, and science and stuff.
Or learn how to be a plumber, electrician, or
the basic dues.
Because they can't, like I said, we can't find guys at our job.
We need people to have interest in cars and shit again. Yeah.
The partner
so if
have been made.
Make some more money than men now. That means they have to pay for their own dates.
Good luck with that one.
My sister said if she had a time machine, she would stop women's rights to work.
If I had a time machine, I would go back 2010.
That has been agreed.
If I had a time machine, I would go back about 2010, buy a shit ton of Bitcoin.
I'd go back and buy Pokemon cards.
And then go back for buy Pokemon. Bitcoin.
Get all
you buy say a couple grand of Bitcoin back today. That'd be hundreds of millions of dollars.
Sheesh.
More complicated by a growing divide in education and career prospects between men and women. In 2024, 40% of American women ages 25 to 34 had a bachelor's degree, according to Pew, compared to 37% of men. A bachelor's degree increases net lifetime earnings by an estimated $1 million. Women are doing comparatively well when it comes to education in their early years in the labor force, and men are doing comparatively badly. Men's economic struggles seem to be having the biggest effect on women without a college degree, whose marriage rates by 45 have plummeted to 52% for those born between 1930.
This is kind of sounding similar to Japan's deal here.
Yeah.
Where the women...
Japan's ahead of us on this.
Yeah, where the women don't care to look for a man because they're more career
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, also their work life, their work culture is dog shit, to say the least.
Very, very.
And they also don't allow. One thing Japan does, they do not allow immigration. That's why their population's slowly dying out.
Keep it pure.
And 1980, according to research by Cornell University. Young men without a degree are struggling so much as a group that there simply aren't enough with steady jobs and earnings for non-college women to date. Men are poor, women most affected. Modern women are no longer tied to their gender role. Birth control has freed them from...
go back in time, I would have the dinosaurs be taking them back to their
from the prison that is their biology, and they are making their own money, sometimes more than men. They can have it all. They can do anything. They can be anything. While at the same time, men are still expected to be the provider. And more importantly, many men still want to be the provider, but they can't. And women, though strong and independent, still want men to be the provider.
And as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector.
Okay, that puts more perspective on this. So she wants someone to provide for her, but she already has a providing job.
Yeah.
So she wants to find someone who makes more than she does already.
And a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money.
Basically, men are like, we're worried we're not making enough money. And women are like, we're worried men are not making enough money.
Yeah.
Hello class, I am Miss OnHead. I am substituting for your teacher today. She was arrested for molesting a 12-year-old boy. So today we are learning about the graph. This is the growth in productivity versus hourly compensation.
Okay, I will make. She's gonna point out something different than what her point is. By this point, we had gone off the gold standard on the dollar. That's probably what also led to a lot of these also problems too, and also a lot of government changes happen here during this time. So I'm gonna
graph. And you can trace almost everything bad happening in society back to this graph. As you can see, productivity increased while compensation barely grew over the same time period. Notice they tracked very closely up until around 1972. Now, what happened around 1972, class? Well,
What happened around 1972?
Again, we got off the gold standard around this time, and that's what caused also a lot of inflation. This is when the first big inflation bubble ever happened.
The Great Depression?
Not the Great Depression, but the first time we ever had inflation.
Top marginal tax rate was reduced from 70% in 1964 to 50% by 1981. The federal...
By the way, I'm going to say this. I am not... Why should I pay the government 78% of my fucking income? I will disagree with you on that one. No, I'm not paying the government more than half of what I make.
Especially when they do dumb shit with your money.
So I will disagree with her on this.
Yo. So she wants men to do everything for her, and she does not have to do anything in life. Yes, just take care of your princess.
Federal minimum wage began to stagnate. Income going to the 1% rose from 9% in the 60s to 16% in 2023. CEOs also went from making 20 times more than the average worker to making 350 times more than the average worker. Anything else? Anything else happen around 1972? Yes, Jimmy, that is correct. Women joined the workforce around this time, but...
Here's a one more detail about this, because she was talking about this. What happens when you double the workforce? You know, you have...
then you have less jobs.
None of that, you have more supply and less demand, so prices go down.
So basically, things were better when women didn't work.
We blame women for all these problems.
We don't have to get into that today. The fact is, hard work no...
Look at your bill made by the woman who was raised. She said it herself crazy. Wow, I did not know that.
Birth Control was a woman
who was racist.
longer guarantees success. And the will to work is tied to the fruits of your labor. And young men are fed up today because 90% of that fruit is rotten. Now, is there some truth to modern young people being lazy? Sure, I guess. Every generation had lazy people. And we do basically live in late-stage mouse utopia, after all. Young people today are faced with two options: revolution or escapism. And a lot of them are choosing escapism. Many have basically given up, but it's not like they didn't try.
Like I said, AI overlords. That's probably another big reason why you got these men living in their mother's basements. And it's women too, because why bother with the outside world? You just escape from it, right?
And we live in that weird, what is that weird band that does those like videos that are like, I'm gonna move on. Starset.
Starset?
You know that band? They always have those weird like dystopian future style videos.
They tried and they found out the juice just isn't worth the squeeze, whether it's college, dating, or the job market. And in a way, many young men are kind of choosing revolution. The never-before-seen large shift rightward in young men is a small revolution in a way. They're saying this.
If Kamala Harris loses the election to Donald Trump, young men will eventually shoulder much of the blame for the simple reason that the children are our future. And nothing is scarier than angry dudes. What?
Question: why do women really want to work?
No.
So do women?
No, women don't really want to work.
That want works. Okay, you read that one.
So women that works are the big problem. Should have continued staying home and make sandwiches. Oh, I make your sandwiches.
I'm about to grill when I get done here.
Yay, barbecue. Yeah.
This isn't working for me. This sucks. I hate this. I want something different. This is also manifesting on the Democrat side in general. The young men that are still voting left are voting further left.
Nazis
We
bad.
saw this recently in New York City, where Zoran Memdani, a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist, won the Democratic primary. Young men are tired of the establishment, left and right. They're tired of the system, and they want to burn it down and start again. They want something that works for them, because this is not working for them.
Yes. It's not working for anyone. Women, men, this whole system is garbage. If you wake up one morning
he's gonna say
and
it.
you find yourself in a society.
If you wake up one morning and you find yourself in a society where 23-year-olds with four-year college degrees and like initiative who aren't smoking weed every day, if they can't make enough to buy a car, much less a home, much less get married, much less have children, then why should you be surprised when half of them say they prefer socialism?
Fox News should hire that guy.
That makes all the sense, because they already have nothing. So they want to take the something away from people who actually worked for it.
There needs to be a big reset, and I'm scared what's gonna happen.
The big reset's gonna be
we're living in that saying that was it hard times make strong men make good times make weak men make hard times. We're in that weak men making hard times.
Oh, crap baskets.
Good luck with that thought. Sleep well tonight.
Oh no, we're all screwed.
I blame the boomers.
Is an entire generation of fighting-aged men who are enraged and feel like they have nothing to live for. You should probably start caring. When they saw this airing on Fox News, they saw an angry woman nagging in their faces about how everything wrong in the world is their fault. An all too familiar thing they have been hearing for far too long. But unfortunately for Democrats, nobody under the age of 60 watches Fox News, so this is not really going to have an effect on young men whatsoever. So keep that $20 million. You might still need it. Unless we get dragged into another war in the Middle East. If we do get dragged into another war in the Middle East, young men might come running back to the Democratic Party. Maybe not. Maybe
a new era of hippies.
Not even a George Bush II electric boogaloo we'll have men coming back to the Democratic Party. Hopefully we don't find out. And as I'm editing this right now, a lot of young people, even the podcast bros, seem pretty upset about the Epstein thing, but we know Democrats won't take advantage of the situation in order to protect the Clintons.
I've been alive for 26 years. Tell me it's my fault. So only boomers watch Fox News.
How many boomers do you think are watching VTubers? I mean, come on.
So maybe not even this will save them, but we'll see, I guess. Hold on one second.
Yeah, take off that wig.
That's better. So that was that video. What do you think of the male loser epidemic? Do you agree with Tommy Lauren? Is it all men's fault? Leave your comments below.
I do not. That is a very narrow-minded way to think, that it's all one specific person.
I think what I learned in psychology, we're looking at a macro, which means large problem. We're trying to use a large solution for a micro problem, which is a small personal problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can have this generalization, but you gotta look at the individual. What is each individual case?
So basically trying to make a pill to help everything when every individual has a different symptom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that
I
right.
read them all. I am probably reading them right now as you type them. Wait, don't write that. No, you can't say that. No, it doesn't matter if it's with an A. If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to me on Patreon or leave a little tip with a little tip jar down below, or give it a little heart. It helps the channel, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys again soon with a new video, a new slop video.
Yay,
I want the slop video. That's more funny.
More slop videos.
Alright.
Well, thank you for joining us for this episode of Streamings with Stuff. We're going to... Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.